Hey everyone. Um, Today I'm so excited to talk to you about how you can enhance platform teams workflow with infrastructure as code. I'm Sivamuthu Kumar. I'm working as principal architect and director of DevOps in CEI, Computer Enterprises Inc., and I'm from Orlando, Florida. So let's talk about the platform engineering. So we are hearing this new term, platform engineering, right? So what does that mean? The organization that operate at like scale, in like a bigger scale, that require a robust and reliable technology platform with self-service developer platform there. Especially the platform engineering that is an essential part of any organization that provides a self-service infrastructure to enable other teams, the application teams, to focus on their core objectives. So the platform team engineering is like a practice of building and maintaining the infrastructure, tools, and processes that support an organization technology platform. So the platform engineering focus on providing a seamless and efficient developer experience that enables teams to focus on delivering their business value. Nowadays, the application team, they are also like focusing on developing the infrastructure. That's where like the platform engineering comes into the picture. So the platform engineering is creating an abstraction or the API layer so that like it can provide the infrastructure provision so that the developer can focus only on their application there, right? So by providing a robust self-service developer platform, the platform engineering can help organization achieve faster time. That is one of the key component in DevOps, right? Like market for the new features and application, improved efficiency, scalability, consistency, and the reliability. So that like the application team focus on the business objectives and the platform engineering focus on how we can provide a service or infrastructure to the app teams. So you can see the diagram there, which I have explained in previous slide. So the success of the entire product or the entire team that is measured by the business KPIs and the service level objectives, right? So the app dev team, there are like multiple app dev teams in the product teams there. And they are relying on the platform engineering team to build the infrastructure and the site reliability engineering team to monitor and then like to operate the systems in the production. So that's where like the platform engineering is coming into the picture there. So what does the typical platform teams workflow looks like? So the platform teams have to define the infrastructure and services that require to support application and services. Especially with this thing, the platform engineering team, they may need to support multiple application teams. So the platform teams should like standardize and to create like a reusable modules so that like you can reuse that the same infrastructure modules in like to apply for the different application team, right? And they have to like a design infrastructure with the consideration of performance, reliability, scalability, security, and cost and other factors. And since we talked about like the reusable modules, we need to write infrastructure as code using IAC tools like Terraform. So that's why like the Terraform comes into the picture, like by having this like a modular and reusable, so that like you can have this all this infrastructure as code in version controlled, so that like you can reuse these modules for like a different application team there. And while doing that, the test and deploy infrastructure with automation tools for consistency and repeatability and reliability as well. And then like you need to monitor and update the infrastructure as needed. And we need to rinse and repeat this process for different application teams. So the final goal or the ultimate goal is to efficiently and reliably provision and update the infrastructure while maintaining the high performance, scalability, security, and the cost effectiveness. So how the Terraform is helping here? So this is where like Terraform is more versatile infrastructure as code tool that can automate infrastructure provisioning and management. So the key benefits is like the Terraform is declarative configuration of language, and then like it has the cross-platform support so that you can manage the infrastructure across different environments. It can be like any cloud environment or on-prem environment. You can just bring any providers and you can build like the entire infrastructure using the Terraform providers itself. And the modularity and the reusability, that's like a very much helpful on managing and testing the infrastructure changes. And there are like other tools that's available in the Terraform, especially like planning and applying the changes, so that you know like what are the changes you are bringing into your infrastructure before the hand, and you can extend those workflows by applying like policies or by applying like security tools. So there are like a different measures you can take in the Terraform, so that like you can build a safe and secure infrastructure over there. So by leveraging the Terraform, the platform engineering teams, they can streamline their workflow, reduce errors, and increase the speed of infrastructure delivery. That's like a two key pillars in the DevOps, right? So go as fast as you can, and while you are doing that, the mistakes will happen. How fast like you are recovering the mistakes, right? So in this Terraform with the platform engineering workflow, these are the key concepts in the DevOps that can be like achieved there. So today I'm going to show you like the workflow we have built for like our projects and our clients, like how you can automate the self-service or self-serve platform request with the GitHub issue ops. So in this one, like I'm going to show you how we can use the GitHub issue ops to get onboarding request, or like to get the platform creation request from the app team, and how we can like automate the infrastructure creation and the infrastructure like a validation testing, and even the provisioning of the infrastructure, everything through like GitHub issue ops itself. So the steps include like we need to create a repository that is able to create an issue. So the app team can like go to the issue and create in like a template there. So when the issue is created, then we have like a set of scripts that is running through the GitHub Actions. So while we are running that, the GitHub Actions know like, okay, these are the requests the application team makes, and they are getting like all the necessary parameters, and get the parameters, run the Terraform modules, or run the Terraform script there. And while everything is okay, then it just goes and provision the infrastructure there. So let me quickly show the demo how it looks like. So here is the repository we are using for like the platform apps automation here. So I have this issue template created. So in the GitHub, they have like a issue forms. They have recently released the issue forms in 2021, end of the year 2021. So in the issue form, you can create a form where you can accept like a different form fields there, right? Like a text field, drop down, checkbox. So you can like design an entire form field in the GitHub issue. So I have already created a template. So if you go to the new issues here we have like a different templates available, right? For example, my application team, I want to create a data platform, or I want to create an like observability stack for my project, or serverless application, or Kubernetes, or landing zone. So there are like a different issue template. So let's say like I have to create a Kubernetes cluster, then I'm creating an issue using this template. And here you can see like the form templates available. So this is where like the issue forms that's helping us. So you can basically like mention what are the form fields looks like, and how you can like design that form field, right? So here you can see like the Kubernetes YAML that has like getting the team input, getting the VPC ID, getting the subnet ID. So there are like a different input fields we are capturing from this the issue form here. So so the application team, they just like come here and say like, okay, I want to create a HashiCorp Kubernetes cluster, right? And I'm saying like a HashiCorp. And here we are getting the environment information for creating the Kubernetes cluster. This is where like we are capturing all the necessary, the input variables, what we need. So here we are getting the cluster name, what is the environment, VPC ID, and the subnet ID. But this can be like, you can extend as much as you need, so that like you are creating a form fields that's translated into the Terraform variables you are applying for your Terraform workflow, right? So here I'm saying like a HashiCorp dev environment. Right now, like I just give the random one, I'm not going to apply that. So once I created an issue, we have like a GitHub Actions. So the GitHub Actions listens for like the issue creation. So it just like goes to that, it just like trigger the action here. So you can see the action got triggered and there are like a series of steps that's running in. So one of the step is like we are getting the GitHub issue parser. This is where like it just parses the issue form field, what we have applied, and translate everything into the JSON. So you can see like all the input parameters I have entered, everything is coming into the JSON file. Then we are taking the JSON file and applying that into the Terraform plan, right? So the Terraform plan is like created and it just like added back to the comment. But as like application dev team, they don't need to go to the action and see. They can just look at their issue they have created, and they can see like, okay, the Terraform plan that is created, and the plan summary is like, okay, it's going to create all these resources from the Terraform module we are using. And once everything is ready, it just added like approval pending. Then the platform engineering team, they are coming in, see like, okay, let's review this Terraform plan. Everything looks good. Then they are going to approve this Terraform plan to like apply. So once they have like approved, then like another GitHub actions that will be triggering based on the comment we have added. And once that is added, then it just like execute the Terraform based on the plan it created before. And then like it just like submit back to the application team, like, okay, please verify this infrastructure. And then like the application team, they can go to the infrastructure and verify everything is working. Then if they verify, then it just like automatically closes the issue. So we can build like the entire workflow based on the GitHub issues and the GitHub actions. And since we are talking about like the Terraform as well, you can build like the Terraform workflow. Either you can call the Terraform CLI or Terraform Cloud Workflow from the GitHub actions. And then like you can like just execute all your provisioning steps from the GitHub issue itself. So here we got the comment like provisioning is completed. Then the application team, they just like verifying the environment. And once they verified, another process just trigger and it just like closes the issue. So this is how like we have designed our workflow where we are getting the request from platform team and reviewing the process manually, and then like we can provisioning automatically. You can even skip this process, like where you are manually approving. You can just like automatically approve the entire process itself. But it's okay to add like the manual approval as well to see like what's going on before applying the changes there. So you can see like once verified, you just like closing that issue now. So let me go back to the slide here. So that's what like you can see like there are multiple requests on each template. It can be serverless, observability, or data platform, and everything goes in like a different status of a process. Okay, so this is like the overall diagram which we have explained. So we have the developer, the app developer team, and the platform engineering team, right? So the developer is focusing on building an application artifact, building the Docker images, that is also an artifact, or deployment manifest for deployment. So the one thing the platform team is doing is like they just collaborate with the software teams on priorities, like, okay, how is your overall solution architecture that is changing? Are you using like a serverless? Are you planning to use like some messaging architecture? So you just like continuously collaborate with software teams on priorities so they can build the reusable module in the Terraform. And the platform team delivers and support the platform so that like whenever the developer wants to create in a new platform, the platform engineers or the platform team, they have like a fully automated template that's available for running. So the developer just like creating in GitHub issue, then it just triggered the validate and Terraform plan. You can bring in like static code and security analysis. You can add like an optional manual approval step. And once everything is done, the infrastructure provisioning will happen. And as I said, like the Terraform can do provisioning on cloud, multi-cloud, on-prem servers, whatever you name. You can add like a different modules and different providers in the Terraform. And finally, the developer team, the app team verifies, and the GitHub bot just close the issue. So the green coded one, those are like the app development workflow, and the gray coded one, those are like the automated process, and then the manual approval is like the blue coded one that is done by the platform engineers. So this is how we are just we have just automated the big flow for in a scale, in larger scale, right? We have built a different platforms that's available for app developers so that they can just submit and request and get the provisioned infrastructure. The one thing we have used the GitHub issue ops, but there are a Terraform Enterprise. They have recently introduced the GUI tool itself. So you don't need to create the infrastructure as code itself. You can just bring the module and then configure the input variable in the GUI, in the UI itself, and then you can just provision the Terraform. So there are different approaches for building this self-service platform engineering workflow. The Terraform Enterprise has it, and you can use these kind of GitHub issue ops or any other automation tool to integrate with the Terraform. Basically, this is helping platform engineering team to get the request and then to provision the infrastructure. Yep, that's it for the today's talk. Please let me know how the talk went, and please provide any feedback. If you want to know more details about how we handle this GitHub issue ops in a more broader way, and also how we have brought the Terraform into this automation, so that we build this platform engineering workflow in our projects and clients. Please reach me at my Twitter handle at Sivamuthu, so that we can talk about your needs as well, and we can definitely talk about your projects and your thoughts as well. Thank you.